Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a little project share. This is probably one of the biggest projects I have done ever. My little cousin is getting married next weekend, 3rd of November, and I had asked her, she lives down in Devon. Well, no, she doesn't, doesn't live in Devon, but the wedding's going to be in Devon. And obviously I'm up in Scotland, and I'd asked her if I could make her guest book for the wedding, because I wanted to be able to do something to contribute. So I kind of had an idea in my mind. She just gave me free rein on what to do. So her colour scheme is sort of pinks with a bit of green in it. So this is the pad that I used. So it's from Die Cuts with a View. It's called Wedding Day, and it is an absolutely beautiful pad. There is very little of it left. I used pretty much, I've got like sheets that didn't have the pink and the green in them left. So everything is just basically black and white is left. I had originally intended using these for the inside covers, but changed my mind on that, so I do have them left. They're quite nice to have left. These middle sheets that are just like kind of banners, and I don't know, they just didn't really fit in with what I was doing. This is a gorgeous sheet of paper, but the album is about 8.5 by 8.5, I think. And this just didn't fit. It wouldn't have, if you'd done an 8.5 sheet, you either would have been like cutting off a corner like that, or there wouldn't have, it just didn't work really. But it's a lovely paper. I might actually use this. I'm going to print off a poem and put it in a frame to see for people to write wee things in the book, so I might use that in a 12 by 12 frame. And then I did use this for some of the envelopes, but it's very highly foiled and it just didn't really work. It's all of it is a very thick, really good quality card. So yes, there's not an awful lot to show you that's actually got the sheets, you know, the colours and things in it. I'll quickly show you what's on the back there. It's all double-sided, and it is a really, really nice paper pad. So here is what I came up with. So I totally made the whole thing from scratch. I got Greyboard from Amazon. I got this stuff here. It's 2 mils thick, which you think 2 mils, that's hardly anything, but it is actually really, really thick stuff. I also just used white 12 by 12 cardstock, and I made the album. It's got a hidden hinge system in it, which is the first time I've ever done anything like that as well. But so the front page, or the front cover, has just got their names and the date of the wedding. I just kept the side just plain pink. The back is the same as the front, but obviously I did kind of think about maybe putting a wee handmade by bit down here, but I don't know yet. So when you open it up, it's kind of designed so that it'll sort of lay flat like that. And you open it up, I've got the same back and front covers. So this one has got Happily Ever After or Happy Day, all that kind of stuff, all in gold metallic. And I've just done a series of little envelopes. There's 2 different sizes, so these are all the small ones. They've got little Velcro closures. So the front page is quite plain, and then it kind of gets a wee bit more, a wee bit fancier. So I've kind of done the same format in each page. So I've got one larger envelope, because one of the things that came with the paper pad, this one here, is a cut apart sheet, so I thought I could use some of them for people to write things on. So I've cut them up. I'll show you all the stuff that people can write on in a wee minute. So each page takes the format of one large envelope, and then 5 smaller ones with 2 little bits of decoration on each one. I made all the little layered flowers like that there, so I got a die set. There's 2 different kinds, so there's this kind of more kind of pointier one, and then on there. Everything is in 2 different shades of pink, and I've alternated, so there's this is a slightly paler pink, and then you've got this darker pink, so the flowers are all in that. I've lost, oh, there's a wee gem has gone missing. Well, it's not gone missing, it's just gone for a walk. I'll fix that one later. I think there's some pages actually I've still to do the gems on. So that's the kind of the embellishment that goes all throughout it, are these little flowers. So all of the little doilies have a cluster of decorations on them, and then the big ones always have a little kind of cluster coming out. The big envelopes have a cluster coming out there. So that's the first page. And then this was the first one that I did, and I absolutely love this little doily. The wee birdie. So cute. And then we've got this one here. The die cuts I just got from AliExpress. I basically bought a whole load of different packets and just took out all the ones from all the packets that suited the colour scheme. So then I've got this one here with the wee hot air balloon, and this one here with the wee geometric heart. You can see the different papers that I've made the envelopes with. So I did buy myself an envelope scoreboard, a punch board, which I'm going to be just making envelopes as a hobby, I think, from now on. So then there's this page here that has this little cluster with a couple wee hearts in it. I've still to put the gems on this page, and the wee camera with a smile. And then this one here with the little butterfly. I've to put gems on this one as well. And a dream catcher on that one. Oops. Flowers a wee bit in there. There we go. And that in there. And then on the back page I've just left that kind of plain with those. So that is the album. I'm so pleased with how it's turned out. I am really delighted with it. Now the things for people to put their messages on is I've done a wee selection of these cards, and it's just really the leftover paper or leftover cardstock that I had, and I have done a little kind of border punch along the side, and I've just done a little insert in it so people can write on them. So they all fit in the small envelopes. So I've got them, there's in the 2 different shades of pink, and also in the green that coordinates with it. And then we have made a bigger envelope to keep some of these in. So we have the cut aparts that came with the paper kit, paper's pad. And then I've done 2 different sizes of little cards. So I've just done these just with the same cardstock. It's really thick cardstock, this stuff. And I've just cut out a little butterfly just as a wee, so it's just not a plain piece of card. So I've done those ones, fit in the bigger envelopes. And then I'm going to do some more of these as well. I've done some littler ones. And again with the little butterfly cut out, and they fit in the little envelopes. So the idea is that people can put a wee kind of sort of well wishes, you know, sort of a wee note about the day, a wee bit of maybe a note with some advice for the future and things like that. So more than one thing can go in an envelope, people can write more than one little note, and just fill it up with things that, so that in the future they're going to enjoy just sitting going through their album of an evening and reading the wee notes and things like that. I got married, it's 23 years since I got married, and my guest book was basically, it was like a guest book that you would get in a hotel, and it basically was people had signed in. And it's nice to look back and see what, you know, what people, who was there, but I can do that with my photographs. I just kind of wanted this to be more of a keepsake, something that they will enjoy sitting having a wee look through in the future, and with some little bits of advice and just nice wee comments for them from different members of their family and their friends. So I really hope they enjoy it. I have sent her pictures of them, of different pages and things, and she said that they go perfectly with her flowers and all that kind of stuff, and she seems really pleased with it. So that's it, that's my project share. It has certainly spurred me on. I want to do lots more crafty stuff, and hopefully get into some swaps and things like that. So thank you for watching, and I hope you will join me again in my next video as I do more crafty things. Thank you, bye.